Hey sis, welcome back. I'm glad you're back. Today I want us to talk about singleness and the power of singleness. Before you judge me or whatever, listen and hear me out, and I will tell you a little bit backup story about me and why I'm saying what I'm saying. Uh Before my previous relationship, I was in a relationship, and unfortunately I got hurt, got heartbroken, and left the relationship. And then after a year or two, I got into this previous relationship that I'm talking about. And only to be honest, actually, I was not fully healed. But you know, when people are saying, "Oh, friend, you've been single for so long," or your friends have been single, but friend, you've been single for so long, get back into the game. Give this guy a chance, give this guy's chance, and whatever. And then you meet someone and you're like, okay, maybe let me open up. Um maybe I have moved on. I just don't know because I've been single for 2 years now. Okay, I will know maybe when I'm with someone that indeed I've moved on. So which means I got into a relationship knowing very well that I haven't moved on, by trying to convince myself otherwise. And you know, when you've been praying for someone, and then when you meet you meet this specific person, you go back to God and like, God, is this you? And it was silent. God didn't answer my prayer. It was silent. Like every single day I was asking him, and it was silent. And back in my mind, I'm hearing my friend's voice, like, you've been single for so long, give these people chances, you need to forget about the past. And it was not that I was still stuck in the past, but I think my heart was still so much heartbroken that I needed to really give myself enough time to heal. Because you're listening to people, and be careful of who you listen to. You're listening to friends, and I remember my friend was like, no, friend, give him a chance, see where it goes the first few months, and then you'll decide. And then I remember 3 months down the line, I got into a relationship. Yeah, I got into the relationship, and then 3 months down the line, I remember talking to my friend again. I was like, friend, oh gosh, he's a good person, I like him, but I'm not in love, you know. And I remember my friend was like, no, give him a chance, give it time. And I was like, yeah, maybe you're right, my friend. Maybe I'm not allowing myself. And then, to be honest, I let go of not allowing myself, and let myself to experience the relationship. To be honest, yeah, now, not only because I was not fully healed, but I was not happy in the relationship because of how I was being treated. No, did the person cheat on me? Absolutely not. Was the person abusive? No. But I feel like I might have been emotionally abused, because not actually I might have been. I was emotionally abused because I was definitely not happy. And I remember after a year, because after that 3 months talking to my friend, when she was like, no, give it time, I told myself that let me give it even a year being in this relationship and see where it goes. I remember after a year, I was like, I'm still feeling the same way. I cannot go on like this. I need to be out, because I'm not happy, and I'm not feeling like the person is treating me the way I deserve. And to be honest, despite what I was going through myself with my own healing or not healed process, I was still nurturing, because I'm a nurturer. Like, when I'm with you, I'm with you, and I'm very supportive. When I'm with you, I'm with you. But the feelings, I feel like they were not reciprocated. I was not being cared for the way I wanted to be cared for, the way I was showing the person I wanted it to be shown to me. And I felt like, no, this is not how the relationship should be. I should not feel unhappy like this. I decided to let go of the relationship. But before I let go of the relationship, I remember going back to God and asking God to give me this courage to let it go and to release the person from this, because this is not for me. This is not working. And yet again, God was silent. And at that point, I was crying, to be honest. It, like, his silence felt like, you got yourself into this. You need to get yourself out of this. It was so painful. But I knew I needed to get out. And fast forward, I got out of the relationship and then I became single. For me at that point, it was more of, okay, now I'm back in being single. I want to work on myself, because now I've realized that I'm not the kind of person who moves from another relationship to another relationship thinking I'm gonna be fine, I've moved past it and everything. No, I'm not that kind of a person. So I learned that about myself. And I've also learned that I know how I want to be treated and now how I don't want to be treated. So I learned that also about my previous relationship. The first time I became single, it was more of, okay, I just want to breathe, because I'm coming from this relationship where I was not happy. So now I just want to breathe and be happy by myself. But in that journey of being happy by myself, I started to fall more in love with myself and learning myself in everything. And then when time goes by, I started to even become closer to my God and work on my relationship with him. And when I say the power of singleness, I'm coming to my point of, it gives you a chance to work on your relationship with God. And it gives you a chance for you to really work on you. And you get to really realize who you are and who you're not. So me being single right now, I've been working so much on myself and my relationship with God. And I've been pursuing so much of who I am. And I am so much at peace, so happy with myself. And I'm so happy with where I am spiritually. And God has revealed my purpose. And that is so much fulfilling for me. And I also want to say this to people, that stop getting into a relationship because they're telling you that you have been single for so long. Who set a time frame that you should be single for this long? Nobody. Please, sis, take your time. Deal with your brokenness. Know when you're fine to move on and when you're not. Be honest with yourself. You're still heartbroken. You're not okay to allow someone in your space. Be honest with yourself and deal with yourself and work with yourself. And beside, work on your relationship with God. Let him guide you. Let him lead you to even know more about yourself and your worth. Don't get into a relationship unless you've become to a point that you are happy with yourself, you're content, you're at peace. Because that is wholeness on its own. That is wholeness. That's when you feel whole, and that is wholeness on its own. So being single also helps you to discover who you are now and who you're becoming and what you deserve and what you don't deserve. So embrace that singleness season. Enjoy that singleness season, ladies, and love on yourself. Enjoy it. Work on yourself. Work on that career. Work on that purpose that God has given you, that vision. Do you, and do you with God. Don't do you alone. Do you with God. Because he's the only one who can make you enjoy you doing you. So do you with God. Enjoy and embrace the single season. I love you so much.